Wake Up to Rodney. So, interesting one. So, talking about a model of success. Talk about a model of success. Now, I years ago, 2008, something like that, I created this model of success and I sent it to Middlesbrough, and I tried to sell it to I think it's Steve Gibson. And at the time, Middlesbrough were doing well. This was before Steve McLaren was the England manager, so it was before 2007, whenever it was. Anyway, Middlesbrough didn't take it up, and I understand why, because it was too far removed from what they understand, and people get seduced all the time, but they get seduced by people they want to be seduced by. So Steve Gibson would have been seduced by all these fancy agents with nice suits and big cars and whatever, instead of being seduced by real people. Well, they're not being seduced, but it's like they're being told the truth, how to become a winning side. Now, unfortunately, Middlesbrough and Steve Gibson, is it Steve Gibson? Whatever Gibson, they never fulfilled their potential. They almost always got there. Now, Mo Farah would tell you, or any successful athlete will tell you, it's the 1 to 4% that makes the difference. And my model of success focused heavily on that 1 to 4%, making that 1 to 4% improvement at all times in order for Middlesbrough to win, to get over the hurdle. Yes, they had great results. Yes, they beat Manchester United. Yes, they got to finals, but they never got over the hurdle. And that's where my 1 to 4% would have come in. But he'd rather spend £3 million in agents' fees and whatever, instead of actually putting the money where it would pay the biggest dividend. Now, Middlesbrough still haven't achieved anything. So, and my model of success has gone on to achieve some things, but I'm still looking for the right club to achieve that. But I understand why clubs don't embrace it, because club chairmen they're intelligent in terms of their business, but they're not intelligent in terms of stuff they don't know. And that goes the same for anything and anybody. So when someone says, look, do this, Jose Mourinho did it twice with Chelsea, Inter Milan, Real Madrid. He's done it. Roma, he's done it. He didn't quite do it at Spurs, but he didn't have the time. Now, my point is when you look at how success is achieved, there's always someone in the background who does way more than is ever accounted for. That is the 1 to 4%. And look at Brentford. Brentford's success is to stay in the Prem. Yeah. And what Brentford did is they got rid of their academy completely, not playing this stupid game of academies and one player per 100 and whatever. They made a very intelligent decision. Now they're in the Prem and consistently in the Prem. Why? You cannot fight on all fronts. You can't fight on all fronts. So take whatever analogy you want from that. You cannot fight on all fronts, and they made that decision. Now, that's why I'm saying Ange Postecoglou with Spurs, when he realised that the Europa League is his only chance, he went over, above and beyond. He found all those 1 to 4% in order to make sure that he won that tournament, or won that trophy. And I'm still here. Yeah. So, it's a tough one, and it's because it's all about people's understanding. I guarantee you, if Fulham embrace the model of success. Fulham could get into Europe. The reason why they never would is because they always try and do what everybody did. If you do what you always did, you get what you always got. The saying is the same, and that's why all these clubs. I mean, I watched the Championship at the weekend. Yeah, you know, so many basic errors were made. You know, you don't change your defensive unit with 10 minutes to go. Yeah, unless there's an injury. You just don't. But you do. Why? I don't know. These managers think it looks good. I have no idea. No idea why they do it. But if you do what you always did, you get what you always got. And what they got was a draw from a win, a defeat from a win. There you go. Like and subscribe, guys. See you in a bit. Bye.